Rapper The Real G Money, who is best known for his songs such as Jack Who and Industry, was clearly on his way to the Rap Hall of Fame, but sadly G Money would be killed on September 10, 2017 after leaving the studio. This is a tragic story of G Money. Garret Burton, aka G Money, was born on June 14, 1995 in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, a city that is known for its extreme gun violence, with it being rated number 9 in 2020 for violent crimes per 100,000 people, with it beating places such as Memphis, Tennessee, and the infamous Chicago, Illinois. The other thing that the city is known for is its rappers, with artists such as NBA Youngboy and Fredo Bang coming out of the city. G Money, just like most others around him, grew up within a single mother household, which made it hard for G. However, G still had his brothers, and when his oldest brother Chris began rapping, it made G and his little brother Wesley, aka Little Herc, want to rap as well. It was also around this time in the 4th grade that G would meet Frederick Givens, aka Fredo Bang. Fredo and G quickly became close, becoming best friends. G would also start getting Fredo into rapping. G Money would begin releasing his music in around 2013 with the group TBG, or Top Boy Gorilla, which includes artists such as Fredo Bang, Boulevard Quick, and Lit Yoshi. TBG is also a record label that most of these artists are signed to. Also, while G and Fredo were getting close, Little Herc, G's little brother, was also getting close to a kid by the name of Kentrell Golden, aka NBA Youngboy. At the time, Youngboy and G were close, with Youngboy looking up to G almost as a big brother. So when Youngboy didn't have a place to stay, G let him stay at his house, and even helped him out with his rapping, just as if Youngboy was his real little brother. So when Youngboy's own cousin, Boozilla, had beef with Youngboy, G protected him. Despite this, G would begin dating Youngboy's sister, and this is where their issues between each other would first begin. Then, in 2015, something big for TBG would happen. They would get their first taste of success outside of the city when the group released their single iPhone 6, having Fredo Bang and most importantly G Money on the track. Shortly after this, G and Youngboy had a falling out. Basically what happened, Youngboy was also a part of TBG but really wasn't getting paid for what he was doing, so Youngboy left and started Never Broke again. However, at the time, there wasn't really any big beef between them until G released his song Derogatory Lyrics, which talked about Youngboy's sister. Then Youngboy and G would do a back and forth on songs dissing each other. Then the beef was even more propelled by social media dissing.
Nigga named Top, they grew up with a dude. Until you noticed one day he thought hating was cool. And then after that, he started fussing with the dude. So he hit him with that K and knocked him out of his shoe.
And at the time, Youngboy also wasn't popping like that. Instead, G Money was seen as Baton Rouge's rapper. He was on top of the city, with G releasing his song Jack Who and getting a couple of million of views. But as the beef between him and Youngboy progressed, so did Youngboy's notoriety. And one night after more dissing on social media, this would cause G Money to release his song Industry, which is his most popular song to date. Then on February 1st, 2017, G Money would release his first ever full-length album, G Code, which had songs such as Take It There and All I Know. While the success was amazing for G and his group TBG, one of the members, Fredo Bang, would actually get arrested on attempted murder charge. However, he would beat this case and was supposed to be released from jail, so G Money came back to Baton Rouge for Fredo's release. And while G had a lot of love in his city, that love also comes with hate. So on September 10th, 2017, G would go to the studio to record another NBA Youngboy diss. After the recording, G walked out of the studio, but he was looking down at his phone, so he didn't notice the parked car that was waiting outside for him the whole time, where then an armed gunman would get out of the car and shoot G 18 times. G Money's death instantly shook the entirety of Baton Rouge, with most believing Youngboy or one of Youngboy's allies had killed G Money. Then in 2021, G Money's alleged killer would be charged with murder. A man by the name of DeAndre Fields would be charged with his killing. At the time, he still has not been convicted and still is awaiting his trial. Another thing that should be noted is that G Money's best friend, Fredo Bang, believes that DeAndre is not the murderer. Despite this, some circumstantial evidence does add up against Fields, such as him being affiliated with NBA Youngboy, as well as an eyewitness saying he saw Fields commit the crime. However, Fields' lawyers are unsure if the eyewitness testimony should be used in court, as the eyewitness is actually facing his own murder case. Also, like I said, this is all circumstantial and is no proof that Fields is actually guilty. But what we do know is that G Money was an artist on his way to change the industry forever, and sadly he was never able to do that. Rest in peace to Garret Burton, aka G Money.